Om. Om. Om.
ॐ शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम् ॐ पार्थाय प्रतिबोधितां भगवता नारायणेन स्वयं व्यासेन ग्रथितां पुराणमुनिना मध्ये महाभारतम् अद्वैतामृतवर्षिणीं भगवतीम् अष्टादशाध्यायिनीम् अम्ब त्वामनुसन्दधामि भगवद्गीते भवद्वेषिणीम् यं ब्रह्मा वरुणेन्द्ररुद्रमरुतः स्तुन्वन्ति दिव्यैस्तवैः वेदैः साङ्गपदक्रमोपनिषदैः गायन्ति यं सामगाः ध्यानावस्थिततद्गतेन मनसा पश्यन्ति यं योगिनः यस्यान्तं न विदुःसुरासुरगणाः देवाय तस्मै नमः।
Bhagavad Gita Bhasya, chapter 18, verse 50. The Karmaja Siddhi, the highest accomplishment that can be gained through karma with the attitude of Karma Yoga is the eligibility or that capacity of the body, mind, intellect to gain Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, and to have nishtha, steadfastness, or absorption of the mind in the Atma Sarupa to the total exclusion of cognition of anything other than Atma. Means the mind is nothing but Chaitanya Rupa Atma and Atma alone, without any cognitive features of anything else from creation, including the body. So that is called as Naishkarma Siddhi, or that is what Jnanasya Paranishtha, or here in this verse it is called as Brahma Prapti. Bhagavan is going to give us an equation here. Brahma Prapti is the Paranishtha of Jnana. You see what is that Paranishtha, etc. Now, the Bhagavan is introducing Arjuna. Please listen. The way, the method, the order in which the person who has got Karmaja Siddhi, that Siddhi, the readiness of the mind to gain knowledge and get abided in that, finally gains that absorption of the mind, or that what is called as the Paranishtha, the finale, the culmination of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. Please listen to the order in which it is gained. Please read verse 50.
सिद्धिं प्राप्तो यथा ब्रह्म तथाप्नोति निबोध मे समासेनैव कौन्तेय निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा
कौन्तेय सिद्धिं प्राप्तः यथा ब्रह्म आपनोति. तथा आपनोति is there, no? The sandhi is there. तथा आपनोति. ब्रह्म आपनोति. तथा समासेन एव. मे add vachanat. Adhyar. After me add vachanat. Nibodha. Ya add Brahma prapti. Ya add Brahma prapti. Jnanasya para nishtha add bhavati. Jnanasya para nishtha add bhavati. Those who know little Sanskrit will find that by this the verse is put in prose order. It has been made in a complete sentence by supplementing the so-called missing words to make the sentence complete. It is not there in the verse because to complete the meter, and it is obvious there. For clarity's sake, such words are supplemented, called as adhyahara, supplementary words to make the sentence complete. So Bhagavan says, Kaunteya, Kunti Putra Arjuna, Samsiddhim Praptaha Naraha. Naraha can be added there. The person who has got Samsiddhi, not Samsiddhi, Siddhi. Siddhi means Samsiddhi. Siddhi. Siddhi means accomplishment. What accomplishment? In the context, we have to say Yoga Samsiddhi. This phrase is used by Bhagavan it is used in the Bhasya of verse 38, chapter 4. It's called Yoga Samsiddhi. Or Karmas Yogena Samadhi. By Karma Yoga, getting that frame of mind which can withdraw itself from its preoccupation, the entire other things, and get absorbed in oneself. Means as frame of mind wherein the mind is withdrawn from its all pursuits in the things and beings in the world. A composed state of mind, a totally tranquil state of mind. So it is, and by that, Samsiddhi, what is that? Yogyata. Such a mind which is thoroughly prepared, called Samskrita, thoroughly prepared, is what get the yogyata, capability, fitness to gain Atma Jnana, to be aware of Atma Swarupa and get absorbed in that. In short, Samsiddhi is that ready frame of mind which can be aware of, know, experience our true nature, Atma, Chaitanya, and Chaitanya alone to the exclusion of all other cognition. That ready frame of mind. And such a mind is capable of making itself get absorbed in that Atma Swarupa. Means the mind becomes just like Atma Swarupa and gets absorbed in that. So that ready frame of mind is called Siddhi, which is gained by karma as described earlier, it is Yatah Pravrittir Bhutanam, etc., stanza 46. So Samsiddhi Prapta Naraha, that person, Yatha, the manner in which, the order in which, what does he do? Brahma apnoti, gains Brahma, Brahma apnoti, means gains what is called as, accomplishes what is called as Brahma prapti, gaining of Brahma, gains Brahma, tatha, that way, that manner, that order, tatha, what you do? Samasena. I'm going to explain you, but how? Elaborately? No. Samasena eva. Briefly, I'm going to tell you. Because already now, see, you know the situation where this teaching is going on. 0 hour of the battle amidst 2 armies. So, that is Samasena. I have already elaborated you. Now, in brief, I'm going to tell you. Samasena eva. Only in briefly only, not elaborately. So, Samasena eva. Me vachanat. From my statement is from my teaching. Me vachanat. Nibodha. Nibodha. Know it thoroughly. Please know it thoroughly from my teaching that is going to follow now. Nibodha. What is that? Namely, Ya, whatever that is, which was referred in the earlier line as Brahma apnoti, referring to Brahma prapti. Ya, which gaining of Brahma is what? Ya, Brahma prapti, jnanasya, of knowledge, of Atma jnana, of Brahma jnana, of the knowledge of Atma Brahma. Jnanasya, para, the most exalted, nishtha bhavati. Because nishtha means finale, parisamapti, culmination. This is this final state of fructification. The highest state of this jnana, wherein the mind is totally absorbed in the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. So that one, it becomes a nishtha. So from this, as I told you, there is an equation that Brahma apnoti means Brahma prapti is jnanasya para nishtha. In the finale, culmination of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, wherein the mind is totally absorbed in the Atma Sarupa, in the true nature of ourselves, which is nothing but Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone, in terms of being aware of or experiencing, knowing the pure awareness and pure awareness alone, pure consciousness and pure consciousness alone. That is, now I'm going to tell you the order in which it is gained. Now let us see the Bhasya. As I told you, Bhashyakara, step by step, is unfolding in the method of dialogue, question and answer. What is Atma Jnana? How it can be gained? It's one prerequisite as the Karmaja Siddhi already elaborated. Now, such a mind, when it takes to inquiry, investigation, in terms of what I am, what I am in reality, what is my true nature, When I say I, what exactly it means? Presently, when I say I, we refer to our body, senses, mind, intellect. It is wrong. What the true I, and in that the mind gets absorbed. How is it? Is now going to be elaborated. So now let us start. Bhasya. Read Siddhim Prapta.
सिद्धिं प्राप्तः स्वकर्मणा ईश्वरं समभ्यर्च्य तत्प्रसादजां कायेन्द्रियाणां ज्ञाननिष्ठा योग्यता लक्षणां सिद्धिं प्राप्तः.
Siddhim Prapta. The person who has accomplished Siddhi. See, Siddhi word is a general word, common word. It can be used for any accomplishment. Now, here in this context, the Siddhi is this type of Siddhi which can be gained by karma with the Ishwararpana Buddhi. So, Siddhim Praptaha. So, that is, what is Siddhim Praptaha? Swakarmana, by one's karma, Sahaja karma, Prakritija karma, the Swabhava that we have seen elaborately. Swakarmana. Ishwaram samabhyarcha. Samabhyarcha. Having thoroughly worshipped Ishwara. This is not other worship like what? Offering flowers, etc. and other Shodashopachara Puja, Panchopachara Puja. There are different ways of worshipping Bhagavan. Not that. Here, you are offering your karmas in dedication to Ishvara without any hankering for results thereof. Generally, karmas are done for fulfillment of desire. Here it is not so. This is my duty as enjoined by Bhagavan. So therefore, I do this in terms of dedication, worship of Ishvara Tattva. So Ishwaram Swakarmana, by performance of one's own karma duties, samabharja, having thoroughly worshipped, tat prasadajam, siddhi. The siddhi, which is born as the result of what? This Swakarmana Ishwaram Sambhavarti. By born of as a result of my worship of Ishvara in terms of performance of karmas and dedicating it to him as a worship. Prasadajam. Prasada. Prasada means what? A state of delight, cheerfulness. But in Vedanta, chitta prasada, the state of delightfulness of the mind, means that capacity of the mind to display, to manifest, to reveal our Atma Swarupa in its true nature. As I have told this definition many times, prasada means chittasya brahma prathananukula swachhata adarshavat. Chittasya, of the mind. Swachhata, the purity. What type of purity? Brahma prathananukula. Purity which is conducive, which is capable of prathana. Prathana means exhibiting, manifesting, revealing Brahma. That frame of mind which is capable of presenting to you the Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa, Chaitanya in its true nature without anything falsely attributed to it. That Swachhata, that purity, clarity, Adarshava, like a clean mirror, just as a clean mirror is capable of reflecting anything that is in front of it. So, this frame of mind is capable of reflecting, you can say, revealing, manifesting, displaying our Swarupa, Atma Swarupa, Brahma Swarupa. That is also called as Prasada. Here we call it as Karmaja Siddhi, Shuddha Antakarana, Chitta Shuddhi. These are synonyms. So Prapta. So this Tat Prasadajam means the one, the standard state which is born of such worship of Ishvara by performance and dedication of one's karma to Ishvara. I don't do for my sake. I don't do for fulfillment of my desire. I do it as a dedication to Ishvara. That karma yoga attitude. That's prasadam. And what are the siddhi? That readiness at what? Not simply at the mind, body level, indriya level also. That's why there that siddhi is prasadaja siddhi is described as kayendriyanam. Kaya means physical body, indriya, senses, mind, intellect. So all these jnana nishtha yogyata lakshana, characterized by yogyata, fitness, competence, capability of jnana nishtha. That capability, fitness of the body, indriyas, mind, intellect to gain knowledge and nishtha, culmination in that. That's siddhim praptaha. The person who has accomplished this siddhi, how was already karma yoga and 46 verse has already summarized it. Prapta, such a person. Why this is told? Bhashyakara says, Bhagavan is referring to what he has elaborated earlier in detail, only to connect to the topic that he is going to explain now. That link is being given by Bhashyakara. Continue.
सिद्धिं प्राप्तः इति तदनुवादः उत्तरार्थः.
Siddhim prapta. The statement of Bhagavan that the person who has accomplished this karmaja siddhi or chitta shuddhi or chitta prasada. Iti. Such statement. Why Bhagavan is telling that? Tadανuvādaha. Tasya anuvada. Or tasyaha anuvada. Anuvada means not translation here. Restatement or reference to. Restatement or reference to. So, what siddhim prapta means? Siddhi praptehe anuvadaha. That restatement or reference to the gaining of siddhi described in verse 46 of this yata pravritir bhutanam, etc. See, uttararthaha, for the sake of what is going to come next. Uttarartha means for the sake of what is going to be told now, namely Brahma Prapti. Brahma Prapti and its hetu, the means, which is Jnana Nishtha, and the order in which the person has got this Siddhi referred to in verse 46. Against Brahma Prapti, this is what is going to be told now. So therefore, what is going to be told? For that, Bhagavan refers to what is already told. Anuvadaha Uttarartha, for the sake of the topic that is going to elaborate now. Now the question comes, now see, step by step, question, answer, start now. See, dialogue is the best way of teaching. It is not that thou shalt believe, etc. So that best way. So it is dramatized now here in terms of question and answer. Now that Uttarartha was to, for the sake of Uttara, not to take answer, etc. What is going to come later? So what is going to come later now? Sir, you are telling Bhagavan has referred to that Siddhi for the sake of the topic that is going to come. Please tell me, what is that topic that is going to come now? What is that Uttara? Uttara means not north or not answer. The topic that is going to come, follow now. So continue.
किम तत् उत्तरम यदर्थः अनुवादः इति उच्यते.
Sir, kim tat uttaram? What is that topic that follows now? Yadartha, for whose sake? Anuvadaha, Bhagavan has given a reference or restatement, reference to what was told in stanza 46. Iti. If that is the question, uchyate, here is the answer. Means, if you inquire, what is that topic that Bhagavan is going to elaborate now, for which he has referred to Siddhi mentioned in the verse 46. Listen now, be attentive. Continue.
यथा येन प्रकारेण ज्ञाननिष्ठा रूपेण ब्रह्म परमात्मानम् आपनोति तथा तं प्रकारं ज्ञाननिष्ठा प्राप्तिक्रमं मे मम वचनात् निबोध त्वं निश्चयेन अवधारय इति एतत्.
That is, the topic is like this. Yatha. The meaning of yatha is given as yena prakarena. See, I have told many times, when you study Bhasya, you should be in a position to connect the words in the original verse to which Bhashyakara is going to give the explanation. For example, here, yatha. It's not just simply yatha, the manner in which. Yatha word is used in the verse 50. Yatha brahma tatha apnoti. The word that yatha means yena prakarena. The meaning of yatha word in the verse means is what? Yena prakarena. By which way, by which manner, by which mode or method, by which way. Prakarena. Jnana nishtha rupena. In the form of Jnana Nishtha, in the form of the Nishtha, the finale, culmination of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. See, whether you say Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, one and the same, because Atma itself Brahma, Brahma itself is Atma. It is nothing but Chaitanya and Chaitanya alone. So, Nishtha Rupena, Brahma apnoti. What is the Brahma? Param Atmanam. The most exalted Atma. Acha. Nikrishta Atmas are there. Lower Atmas are there. Yes. In Vyavahara. in our empirical world. Atma means I. Whatever take is I is Atma. But in the state of ignorance, we mistake the body as I, Atma. We take the mind as I, Atma. We take the intellect as I, Atma. We take I notion, Ahankar as I, Atma. These are all Chota Atmas, erroneous Atmas, the mistaken Atmas. Of course, Upanishads have made use of these in Taittiriya in terms of Panchakosha Viveka. It step by step takes us from the lower to the higher and higher, and at the final stage, the Atma, the true Atma, Param, the most exalted, compared to these notional, erroneous I, which we have taken to be ourselves mistakenly. From that standpoint, Paramatma, the most exalted I, apnoti, apnoti gains the manner in which, that is, the person who gains Brahma, Paramatma, in the form of Jnana Nishtha. Tatha, in that manner, Tatha means tam prakaram. Whatever mode, way, manner, that one. Tatha prakaram, tan prakaram. That mode, that manner, that the way, jnana nishtha prapti kramam. The krama, the order in which nishtha, culmination, finale of jnana, atma jnana is gained. Jnanishta prapti kramam. Listen, from whom? Me. Me is from where? Verse. Me. What does that mean? Mama. What is yours? Vachana. Added there. From my teaching. From my statement that I am going to make now or going to teach now. Nibodha. Tvam nibodha. Please, you know how, not just like that passingly. No? Some news you are listening to. No. What is that? Nibodha means Nishchayena avadharaya. Ascertain with certainty. Avadharaya, ascertain. How? Nishchayena, with certainty. No room for any doubt. With all clarity. So Nishchayena, no further doubts at all. Nishchayena avadharaya means ascertain with clarity. The question comes. So are you going to take another 5, 6, 7 hours? Not for battlefield something. Are you going to elaborate it? Say, the question is, no, briefly. Means samasena eva, briefly from the verse needs to be explained for which question is asked. Continue.
Kim vistarena?
Kim vistarena. Are you going to elaborate? Elaborate. You're going to tell me elaborately? Question is asked. Just a dialogue. Continue.
Na iti aha samasena eva sankshepeena e kaunteya.
No. I'm not going to elaborate this thing. No itya means na vistarena. This explanation is not going to be elaborate at all. So then how? Samasena eva. Don't take samasa means compound, etc. Sankshepena eva. By Sangshepa means briefly. See, teaching needs to be elaborate and also brief. Mere brief teaching or statement may not or cannot give the clarity. For that sake, it needs to be elaborated. But what is elaborated, see, may fail to make you know in brief what actually means in nutshell. So, is a very great thing to be brief and at the same time clear. At the cost of brevity, you can't sacrifice clarity. At the same time, for the sake of clarity, you can't go on and on and on and on and on also. But elaboration is necessary. Bhagavan is elaborate so far. Now, in brief, he is going to give. Samasena eva means sankshepena. In brief, in nutshell. He Kaunteya. Kaunteya is Sambodhana, address. Addressing Arjuna, O Arjuna, Kaunteya. Now, what is that? To be known. Continue.
हे कौन्तेय यथा ब्रह्म प्राप्नोति तथा निबोध इति अनेन
So, Arjuna, continue.
अनेन या प्रतिज्ञाता ब्रह्म प्राप्तिः ताम इदन्तया दर्शयितुम् आह निष्ठा ज्ञानस्य या परा इति
यथा ब्रह्म आपनोति तथा निबोध. The reference to the statement from the verse. How one gains Brahma, that mode, that manner, that way, Nibodha, ascertain with certainty. Iti, anena, by this, vachanena, means vakena. By this, what do you mean by this? By this statement, by this sentence. So, Bhagavan, see, what did you do earlier? Ya pratijnata brahma prapti. Ya, whatever, brahma prapti, gaining of Brahma, pratijnata. Pratijnata means not taken oath, etc. Stated early. As that is, whatever that was stated early as Brahma Prapti, which you ascertain with certainty, that Brahma Prapti, which was stated early, Tam means that Brahma Prapti means the Brahma Prapti which was stated or referred to by Bhagavan. What exactly it is being shown now with such precision. So what is that? Tam. Tam means that Brahma Prapti. So Brahma Prapti. Idantaya darshayitum. To darshayitum. To point out. Idantaya. This is that. With such clarity. This is that Brahma Prapti. So darshayitum show. Meanwhile, let us be more familiar with this word Brahma Prapti. So, Brahma Prapti means Brahma Bhavanam. Literally, it means what? Gaining Brahma. For which elsewhere the word Brahma Bhavana is used, means becoming Brahma. Or Brahma Praptaha. The one who has gained Brahma is referred to as Brahma Bhutaha. One who has become Brahma. This used in the Bhasya, of course, which we told later in the Bhasya of 54 verse of this chapter. So, and actually, Brahma Bhutaha, the one who has become Brahma, or one who has gained Brahma, it means Jivan Mukta. Jivan even while living, muktaha, liberated. See, the person who has got aparoksha jnana is aware of his swarupa, is certainly going to get liberated after death. It is called as videha mukti, non-corporeal liberation. Liberation wherein body is not at all there, is swarupa. But that jnani, from the point of gaining Brahma jnana up to the point where his prarabdha karma, because of which this body is going on, gets ended. Till then, he has to face the prarabdha karmas, his past karmas, which have fructified and given rise to this present body. Being prarabdha karma, it will have sukha, dukkha, etc. And when sukha, dukkha, etc. are there, mind is going to get vikshipta. It starts reacting. But if that person who has got Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana, is more and more absorbed in his Swarupa, though Prarabdha Bhogas, the experiences brought by Prarabdha Karma, though they continue to be there, this person whose mind is not only has gained the knowledge, but is absorbed in that, doesn't get affected by them. Those prarabdha bhoga, sukha dukkha, do not disturb his mind. Otherwise, in spite of knowledge, during the sojourn from gaining the knowledge up to the end of the prarabdha, end of the body, he will be affected by the prarabdha karma. A person who is so absorbed in the mind is unaffected by this, that person is called a Jivan Mukta. Though living, though continuous in the body, ordered by Prarabdha, is liberated means is in his Swarupa, unaffected by Prarabdha Bhog. For example, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa had throat cancer. He had the pain as usual. But when he was absorbed in Swarupa, there was no pain at all. Why? Out of mind, out of sight, out of mind, or out of mind, out of sight. Out of sight, out of mind, because his mind was so absorbed in the Swarupa, there was no room for the mind to give rise to that vritti, that thought corresponding to the pain on account of cancer. That much of absorption is there. Jivan Mukta. Otherwise, people know Jivan Api Mukta. Even living, he is liberated. Not just is not simple thing. That absorption. Such person is called who has got Brahma Prapti, who is Brahma Bhutaha, Brahma Bhavanam, becoming Brahma, who has become Brahma, who has gained Brahma. So these words you should be familiar with. They're synonyms. See, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. When he was aware of the body, he was aware of the pain. And he complained to mother also, Mother, I am not able to eat. She said, you are eating from all other bodies. Why you are identifying this body? Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, being who he is, he understood that. In fact, he was told by some yogi, you are such a great yogi, you can get rid of it. How? Meditate on that portion. You have got a pain and this thing, it is true, it's a therapy. Ramakrishna, you want me to meditate on the flesh? Why should I? Instead of meditating on the mother or my Swarupa, you want me to bring down to the level of meditating on the flesh portion of flesh? And I won't. So that is how his mind was so absorbed in the Swarup. See, Idantaya darshat, to show exactly, precisely, this is what it is. So what he said, Nishtha Jnanasya para. Bhagavan refers to the Brahma Prapti is Jnanasya para Nishtha. The finale of Atma Jnana, Brahma Jnana. By this, we get an equation. Brahma Prapti is equal to Jnanasya para Nishtha. Now the things are centered on the word Nishtha. Question arises, sir, what you mean by Nishtha? Of course, we are translated as finale, culmination, the highest point you can reach, highest level you can reach. So the question there is, what you mean by Nishtha? We use this, Kartavya Nishtha, Karma Nishtha, like this. We use that in our Indian languages. Here, what you mean by Nishtha, that is being explained. Continue.
निष्ठा पर्यवसानम परिसमाप्तिः इति एतत्.
See, just keep in mind how Bhashyakara is proceeding step by step by asking questions of what is going to come. Say, Nishtha, the word from second line of verse. What is it? One meaning is given. Paryavasanam. We don't know what the meaning. Further he gives. See, Nishtha means Paryavasana. Paryavasana means Parisamapti. If Parisamapti you don't know, better refer to dictionary. Okay? So, Parisam means end of it. What you call finale. The furthest limit. The limit up to which you can reach, beyond which there is no further going at all. The furthest limit. So, limit or the end. So, iti eta means, Nishtha means the end, the finale, the furthest limit, culmination. Now question comes. Nishtha means culmination, finale. The question is of what? Let us see. Continue.
कस्य ब्रह्मज्ञानस्य या परा परिसमाप्तिः.
Kasya Nishtha, Nishtha to be added there. Whose finale, whose culmination, whose furthest limit? That question is, answer is given. Brahmajnanasya ya Brahmajnanasya para parisamapti. Ya, whatever. Brahmajnanasya or Brahmajnana, Atmajnana. Para parisamapti. Para, most exalted, highest. Parisamapti, culmination, end, or finale. No, it's a grand finale. Music or drama, the grand finale, the final culmination means the end of it. You can go up to this. It accounts for everything in that context. Parisamapti. The question is, what type of end, what type of culmination, what type of finale of what, etc. comes. See, now the question now going. Therefore, it says, so now we have got this much. Nishtha means here the parisamapti, end, finale, conclusion, culmination of Brahmadhyana. Now the question is, what is the nature of that parisamapti? What is the nature of that? What is that finale or culmination? Continue.
कीदृशी सा यादृशम आत्मज्ञानम
Now, sa. Sa means nishtha. Nishtha of Brahmadhyana. Culmination of Brahmadhyana. Kidrishi. What is its nature? The question is, what is the nature of culmination, finale of Brahmadhyana? The answer is given. Yadrisham Atmadhnanam. Its nature is as what nature of Atmadhyana is. Now here, let us pause for a while and let us be clear as to the word Jnanam. Jnanam, knowledge. Every day we use this word, knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. What do you mean by that? Who gives us the knowledge? Keep aside Brahmadhyana. Keep aside Atmadhyana in the context. I'm asking you general knowledge. Knowledge of anything and everything. How do we get it? Any knowledge of whatever it may be is conveyed to us, is made known to us through the channel of thought called antakarana vritti. Any knowledge, irrespective of what it is conveyed to us, is made known to us through the thought we call antakarana vritti. That modification in the antakarana, so that the corresponding to what is to be known. The thought which gets generated in our mind corresponding to the entity to be known, of course, by the use of the means, the sadhana of gaining that knowledge called technically pramana. Any knowledge is gained by us by the thought conforming to direct knowledge. I'm not talking about inference, illustrative knowledge. There's some limitations. Direct knowledge, where the entity to be known is available for us to experience. See, the fire in front of you, you can directly see, you experience the presence of fire. But the fire yonder the hill, whose only smoke is seen, you cannot directly see, you cannot perceive it directly, but you can infer there is fire. That is inferential knowledge. Why not direct? Because that fire is not available for us to see, to experience. Here we are talking of direct knowledge in the case of entities available for direct experience or direct perception. This type of knowledge can be possible in only two cases. First is pratyaksha, whatever that is, directly perceived by seeing, hearing, tasting, touching, and smelling. Here, entity to be perceived, entity to be known is within the range of our perception through sense organs. Experience is possible. And if this experience is not there, your knowledge is not correct. Or you don't have the knowledge. Right? Other thing is, which is available for experience is I. Whatever we refer to as I. And it is not through perception. You can't see I. You can't hear I. You can't smell I. You can't touch I. You can't taste I. Then how do you know? I am is self-evident. Even there is no need of a thought corresponding to it. See, look. I am. Are you seeing it? Hearing it? Tasting, touching, smelling it? No, it's evident. In Sanskrit, it is called, in the Upanishadic words, Swayam Jyoti, Swaprakash, self-luminous, or self-evident. I am is self-evident in the waking state, dream state, and deep sleep state. Is it not? Yes. So therefore, here, Atma Jnana, whatever our context was, any knowledge is presented to us, is brought in the range of our cognition by a thought, antakarana vritti, corresponding to the entity to be known, of course, if that entity is within the range of our direct perception or our direct knowledge. So the moment you say jnanam, where the mind should go? Antakarana vritti. The thought corresponding to this you keep in mind as we proceed with the discussion. So therefore, kasya paryavasanam parisamapti brahma jnanasya. Then what is that? Nature of that nishtha parisamapti? Yadrisham atma jnanam. That finale culmination of Brahma Jnana is what? It is just in conformance, just according to what the knowledge of Atma Brahma is. Just keep in mind. The Parisamapti, the Nishtha, the culmination of, or that your finale of Brahma Jnana is just like what Brahma Jnana is. That's all. That's one. Now question comes, what is the next question? What is that Brahma Jnana? We'll see next time. Okay. Om.
स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीं महिषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् लोकाः समस्ताः सुखिनो भवन्तु काले वर्षतु पर्जन्यः पृथिवी सस्यशालिनी देशोऽयं क्षोभरहितः ब्राह्मणाः सन्तु निर्भयाः ॐ सर्वे भवन्तु सुखिनः सर्वे सन्तु निरामयाः सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमय ॐ पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ